Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Atria's PNC Park. We were here last year. We did some shows, and we're proud to be back. We're honored to be here. This is a dream come true that I never had a dream like this when I started the show 4 years ago. I never thought we'd be on location, especially me and Smoking Jim here. He's drinking ginger ale, and I got water with lemon. So I hope you guys are enjoying more than that. They also revived the talking machine Big Mouth Burger. Somehow they named it after me since I don't stop talking. But I guarantee when my guests come on, I will ask you questions, and I hope you listen to what I ask you, because I do try to stump every one of our guests. Sometimes it's something simple like, what's your name? We'll go from there. That's my first question. And we just hit a brand new high. Where's my smartphone? Smoking Jim, how many likes do we have? Do you know? 5,077 likes. Now we're going to start our first part of the show. What's on your mind? It's sponsored by Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station. He's also a boxing, you name it, he wears about 10 different hats in boxing, from referees to coaches to a bucket man. He does it all. You'll find out more about that in boxing. But we start the show off with what's on your mind, and we're going to start that right now. Smoking Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
here you go.
You got to see Levine.
Now they're broken.
Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming out. The only sandwich I like better than the talking machine Big Mouth Burger is the Roethlisberger Burger. I tell you what,
I ate one of those.
I tell you what, Big Ben is the toughest and best quarterback I ever seen. He never makes excuses. He never complains. And his will is tougher than steel. And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers got a chance to go to the Super Bowl. But what they need to do in the draft, next draft, they need to draft 3 or 4 goons, because I want to bounty out on Vontez Burvis. I want to bounty out on Pac-Man Joe. I want to bounty out on every fan that threw something at some of the Steelers' injured players. They got to draft a young goon like a Mean Joe Green, a young goon like a Jack Lambert, a young goon like a Greg Lloyd, a young goon like a young Joey Porter, because Jose, we're from Pittsburgh, and we ain't losing another fight.
Thank you, everybody, for fixing these speakers, because he didn't need a mic. That's what I was trying to say 45 minutes ago. I can't even hear. There's a ringing here. And I do know that whatever he said, I have to put a disclaimer on there, because last week on our show, I predicted the Steelers would win and go to the Super Bowl. Now, I know they have 2 games before they go to the Super Bowl, but Smoking Jim, you can watch the film. Since you're fans of our show now, all 400 shows plus are out there. He said the Bengals would win. What kind of credibility does he have? He reminds me of a crybaby like Pac-Man. He reminds me of a bigger crybaby. I put a shoulder into him. Yeah, he did it 10 times into his shoulder when Roethlisberger was down. And yeah, you know what? I got to say, AB will get an Emmy for that, or a Grammy, whatever they give out, for the reason when you get knocked out and you're 5 feet above ground, it looks like you're flopping. And trying to dishonor Jack Lambert and the other Steelers from the past, they took care of it on the field. Jack Lambert talked the official out of throwing him out of the game. So what, he threw a guy on the ground. Joey Porter knows better. He's one of those guys that's an instigator. He was allowed to stay out there. I'm a Steeler fan, but I don't want to be an ugly Steeler fan. I don't want to be an ugly Cincinnati Bengal copy. Who wants to be like perfect? Why is he still in the league? Is there a commissioner there? Is there a coach? How does Lewis still have his job? Those are the questions that should be asked. You're just reacting to it because you're a tough guy. I've never seen you punch anybody, and I don't want to. But you talk a good game, and then you keep talking a good game. How about we play football? To me, I don't even want to watch the NFL games, because that's what you do. And you help promote being a thug. You just ask for everybody to be a thug and draft them. How about we quit rebuilding and draft players that can replace the superstars we have. Because I'm looking at a defensive team, yeah, we're going to win it, but I don't know who their names are because they keep looking pass in front of Gay. Oh, this guy went down the sidelines. They just gained 60 yards on one pass. Okay, now we knocked the guy out and he fumbled the ball. Go Steelers, we're going to the Super Bowl. Forget all that. Come on. So we're going to start our show right now with a lady who's been on our show. She just come out with a book about Jim Brown, one of the greatest backs in the NFL. And she'll explain the story and the controversy that's with it. I'm honored to have Deborah Clark. Come on up here. You wrote the book like you said you were?
Well, actually, it's been since 2009, and I've had it with several publishers over the years, and
well, now it's available.
Yeah, now it's available
with some problems.
Yeah. Well,
we won't get into all that.
No.
Will you show the book? I'll hold it for you.
Certainly. It's on Amazon.com, and it's titled "Everyone Has a Story" by Deborah Clark. And it's about my life story and then some of the controversy that I experienced in California in the 1980s.
Sure, hold that thought, because I'm about promoting stuff, and we don't have a cameraman tonight. And I was told some of the team might be taking photos too. I don't see anybody coming up taking photos until they're up. So Bob, since you solved all our problems.
Thanks, Bob.
You know how to use my camera, right? All right, can you take a photo with Deborah holding the book and with Smoking Jim smiling? We aren't filming that. Right, Zach? Okay, thanks. Okay. We're going to start up in 3, 2, 1. And you were just saying your book's available now?
Oh, yeah, it's available on Amazon.com, and you can also...
Don't say any prices. We're not allowed to sell anything.
No,
just where it's at. Thank you.
And it's on CreateSpace as well.
That's
great. You can get it on both.
Now, why should I read this book?
Well, we experienced a domestic violence story that happened in the 1980s, and when I moved back to Pittsburgh in the 90s, I purchased my own hair salon, and I think it became a safe haven for women to talk to me about their stories, and it got to a point where I was like, okay, Deborah, they know about the rumors and stuff like that, so, at some point in time I wanted to come out with my truth. And there's a lot of things that you can't say in the press, and you can't control the press how they want to spin a story, or how they sell the story, or how they tell the story. So I knew at some point in time when my children got older, and you had
to get the story out.
Yeah, I had to get the story out.
You couldn't hold it in anymore.
Well, no, because there were too many women that I knew. Like I was friends with Nicole Brown Simpson. It'd be behind Jim Brown and OJ being acquaintances, and we had lunches and dinners, and they were over to the house. And then I had a really good friend here in Pittsburgh, and she made headlines too, but it was America's Most Wanted, and her name was Beth Ann Anderson, and she was really an untold story. She was in the media because of her boyfriend actually killed her and her 2 children, and it was right after me and my sister had given her her baby shower, and the baby was 2 weeks old.
That's unbelievable.
I want to bring awareness to this problem, stop all the rumors that were about me, and to actually do something great with it. Remember I told you I wanted to make an extended stay safe house for women and children of domestic violence. My mom owns a hotel, and I want to convert it into an extended stay safe house. I was fortunate.
That's a good thing.
Thank you.
We're against all kinds of domestic violence. We're against all of them.
Yeah.
And it's not just one, and it's sad that you had to live through it and go through it with a guy that was an American hero.
Well,
right?
I still think...
that's why I wanted to bring that out.
I can't take away the records and stuff that he said. I can't take away any of those things, and I'm not trying to. I'm not really... this is just a format, and it was a forum to actually speak out against it. And what can you use in a positive way to actually shed light on this?
Well, this is why I want to highlight it.
Yeah.
A lot of people, almost everybody here, likes sports.
I love sports.
I love sports too, hence Pittsburgh Sportsline. Mm-hmm. But like Smoking Jim was not crossing the line, because some of what he said is humorous. He's not saying violence against anybody except other thugs, and that could be a problem because it's funny.
Well,
But we're not for violence against any person, animal, etc.
yeah. Well, as for me, neither am I. But I remember Phil Knight had a commercial out, and it was a Nike commercial for women, and it said it was little girls, and it was aired like in the 90s. And I remember when he was one of the final guests on the Oprah show, and he said that he made this commercial, and it was little girls, and they said, if you let me play sports, I'll be less likely to allow a man to abuse me. And it's so funny because I was a big athlete. In 1982, I graduated from Penn Hills High School. And remember when Mr. Tolliver was the last time we were here?
We try not to talk anything against Gateway. They haven't been good for a while, so we'll just keep it quiet.
I was an excellent sports player, and I believe to this day, that because I played sports, I was less likely to allow a man to abuse me, and I really believe that I'm here to tell the story.
You're alive.
Yeah.
And also, we'll have guests on that are women boxers, so that's even taking it a step further.
Yeah. And that's why I always inspire women to have your own thing, do your own thing, look out for one another. And it's not to advocate, anything against men. I mean, I love you guys. I wouldn't be on the show. And
We
so,
love you too.
Why'd you hug him first?
because I hadn't seen him. I seen you when I first came in. I hadn't
You
seen
gave me
him
a hug
since.
too.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Any closing remark you'd like to make? Because that was a pretty good one you just had there.
Well,
I know you were on a roll.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you wanted to talk or do you
Well, I
have
was
something.
trying to
Do you have a
remember.
phone number or anything
Yeah.
you want out?
Actually,
the number that people could call for help, or should they stop by
Actually,
somewhere?
we have a Greater Pittsburgh domestic violence hotline that you can reach, and I did do a few lectures for them and different fundraisers and stuff in the past. And no one wants to be labeled, as the spokesperson for domestic violence. That's like the last thing I thought would be on my resume. So, but here's the thing: when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. And I want to do something to help women and children who are left in those type of situations, because most safe houses in the city or across the United States, they're only up to like a 30-day stay. There's no way. So this is going to be extended stay safe house that they can stay up to 2 years. A woman can possibly get financially independent. Her kids can have like a steady ride. If you're jumping from safe house to safe house.
Well, you got quite the
Yeah.
closing on this.
Yeah.
I'm glad I brought this up.
Well, that's what I'm going to do with the proceeds from the book.
That's what I was trying to find out.
So-
Buy the book. Here.
Buy the
One
book.
more time. Buy the book.
And then we can stop all the rumors, and I'm okay because this is something that happened a long time ago, and I'm over that
That's a
part
nice
'cause you're
picture
not
of
ever-
you two.
You know what? That was from actually Sports Magazine. It was a cover that we did.
It looks familiar.
Yeah, and it came out of Sports Magazine. They were a derivative of Sports Illustrated, and I found the guy that did the photograph, and he gave me permission to use it. And now he's working for Sports Illustrated, and I just want to say hi, John, and thank you. And he gave
And
me
I
his
love
support.
the title.
Yeah,
Everyone
because
has a
everyone does
story.
have a story. Everybody in the room.
Smoking Jim, you got a story?
I can't wait to read the book.
Oh, it's an excellent read, I must say. But I did my own editing. I'm a great writer, but I'm not a great editor.
Smoking
so
Jim, you're making
forgive
me
me.
break one of my New Year's resolutions. Every time he lies, I have to say something. He's a prolific writer. He's a Golden Quill Award winner for the New Pittsburgh Courier. He does not read books.
He'll read this one.
That's right.
And then on top of that, there's about 20 photographs and inserts with news articles and clippings to support us, like when I was with him when he got inducted to the NFL up in Canton, Ohio, and parades and things of that nature, and just on vacation and us at home. So there's a lot of things to support the story. So there's,
Well,
and then
thank you for coming
you can
back to
Google
our
it.
show.
I appreciate it. It's always a good time here, and it's always good seeing you, because it was 8 months ago today. It was May
Seems
the
like
11th.
yesterday.
May the 11th when we were last together on your last show.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
I'll have to check back on that show, see what was happening there.
Yeah.
Same stuff.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
to you.
I appreciate it. Good
Thank
seeing you both.
Take care. next gentleman I bring up is a heavyweight fighter. I saw him at Jessica Lee performing at the Rivers Club, Jazz and Blues. He was with his girlfriend there. And you know me, I'm always asking sports people to come on out. He goes, hey, I have a fight on January 8th. Ed Lattimore, will you come up and tell us about this fight? All right, we got the heavyweight champ, Ed Lattimore, right here. Tell us about it. The short version.
The short version.
Because you can talk more than me.
Yeah,
he's very well educated, and he likes to say one more word than me every time he's up here. Go ahead.
No, it was a good fight. The guy, I actually dropped him with a hook in the first round, and I didn't think he was going to get up and continue, but he did, and he fought on, and it was a good learning experience.
Now, what weight are you?
I'm a heavyweight.
Yeah, but I mean, what is your weight? Are you allowed to say that in public?
Fight? Oh yeah, that's
okay. Just checking.
That fight was 225. I weighed in at 225, and he weighed in at like 205 maybe. So he was lighter, but he survived this long by knowing how to utilize that and survive. And after he got hit with the hook,
you actually look in better shape when I saw you over a year ago. Right now, is that true?
That's absolutely true.
Okay. But what are you doing?
Everything I'm supposed to be.
All right.
Last time,
I can't get a secret out of him yet.
No,
tell me two things you're doing.
One of the big changes we made is that my coach said, "Look, you can't get taller because I'm small for heavyweight."
Tell us your coach because I know him.
Oh, Tom Yankello.
Thank
is
you.
My coach. He said we can't get taller and we can't get bigger, so we're going to go heavy on where your advantage is, which is mobility and speed. So we got lighter. A year ago, when you saw, or maybe 2 years ago.
2 years ago, actually.
When you saw me, I was probably fighting around 230, and now I've been walking around consistently between 215 and 220. And the other reason why I weighed in at 225 up there is we just got off the road. It was in Detroit, and so we went to Mongolian barbecue. So I filled up on some bowls before the.
That shows your good sense.
Oh, it was delicious.
And you do have the power too.
Yeah. So
that's one good asset there.
I think me being smaller than a lot of guys is going to make fights more entertaining, more marketable. Because right now everyone's obsessed with these big behemoths. When I was an amateur, everyone was huge, and they keep getting bigger. Man, it's something.
All right, let the cat out of the bag. How tall are you?
I'm only 6'1", and saying only 6'1", I understand that's like taller than 90% of the people on this planet.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not short.
But for the heavyweight division, especially as you move in the upper echelon, the average, I'd imagine, man, 6'3", 6'4", these guys are huge. So even right now, the champions, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, these are 6'7", 6'9" guys.
They look sloppy though.
Man, Wilder doesn't look sloppy.
Yeah.
I am.
Well, that's what I'm looking at.
I'm sold on Deontay Wilder. He looks like he's improving each fight and will be a great champion, I think, for a while.
Where
Tyson
are you
Fury,
going next? Forget about them. I want to know about you. You're from Pittsburgh.
February 13th is the next scheduled fight down in Mountaineer Casino.
Hold it. This is like a month away?
Oh, the fight on January 8th, I have just fought before then, December 12th. So
I heard you signed a contract. Is that what they're doing? Every month you're going to have a fight?
They have to get me 6 fights within the first year of the contract. So however they do that, and granted, now it wasn't going to be that compressed. Okay. What happened is I had to go away for annual training for the National Guard, so I lost a whole month.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. And I lost a whole month of training, plus, the time to get back in the gym.
Sure.
So now they have to compress the last, because before I went away, I think I had 2 fights, and now they have to compress the last 4.
So you'll do 4 in a row every month?
4 in a row. We fought in December 12th, January 8th, February 13th, and right now, tentatively, March 5th and April 9th.
Now tell me where you're going to fight, because now that we got you again on here, they're going to be interested in seeing where Big Ed's fighting at.
So the dates that I've been given, all things subject to change, right?
This is boxing.
Boxing. The only thing square is the ring, right?
And I saw a couple that are crooked. They're like, the ropes were at an angle in there, and then the canvas wasn't real tight. Does that mean anything?
It's going to be a slippery night.
Yeah, okay, good.
But
the
fight on the 13th is the Mountaineer, and March 5th is set to be Dallas, Texas. April 9th is and don't quote me on that, April 9th in my mind is. You know what, this is forever.
So we're filming this, so we'll know.
You'll look it up somewhere. Whatever the closest weekend is to April 9th, and that's supposed to be at the Meadows. Now, all those dates can change, and if they do.
I just heard there's supposed to be 3 fights at the Meadows this year, so that must be the first one.
They are.
Not that you'll be in them, but.
I'm not familiar with the details, but I guess some
I just
new
was
promoter
talking
came
to
in.
them today, yes.
and they're really revving things up, especially in the area, and that's great for the state of Pennsylvania.
Yes.
To have some fights in the.
You know who announced them a couple times, and they never got our voices on the film? Smoking Jim and I.
I was Smoking Jim. When I won the state title as an amateur, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, he is getting older. Nobody knows his age, but he is getting older. I've noticed that in the 4.5 years that I know.
Oh, he's getting older over time. That's
yeah, it's amazing because they don't know his age.
Not to start no controversy, but I did get off the phone with Fast Freddie Latham today, and he says you're ducking him. You got any reply to that?
I just go wherever they tell me to go. Now I'm protected, right?
Yeah.
And protected is probably the wrong adjective. I'll probably regret that later. But right now I don't get to select where or how.
Well, you signed a contract. Everybody understands that, except for maybe one guy.
Or
maybe two.
Nah, but I mean, whatever fight is made, I go fight and prepare as best I can. And
well, you don't look any worse for wear when I saw you at the Rivers Club, just sitting there enjoying a nice meal and arguing with me about my smartphone on whether I could take a nice photo. Just tell everybody what happened.
Oh, no, he took some great photos and said he would send me the photos. And so he sent me the photos, or rather he pushed the button and thought the photos were sent. And I was just sitting there like, man, I can't wait to upload these and post them on social media and Instagram and Facebook and let the whole world know that I'm having a great New Year's Eve, and the photos never came. And I'm just sitting there like, why is this not happening? And I remember looking at the phone, and there was this airplane in the corner.
What does that mean?
That means airplane mode. You can't use it.
See, I'm new to this. I don't know those symbols. You're in the National Guard. You're calling in bomb strikes and everything. I'm not. I'm just looking to take a nice photo of you and your girl.
So I went over and said, I think your phone is on airplane mode, and pulled it out, and sure enough, memory served me correct. It was on airplane mode. We removed airplane mode, and then I have all these great pictures to show that I didn't sit in the house like a lame on New Year's.
Ed, it's a pleasure. Thanks for telling the truth, too. I appreciate that. It hardly hurt at all. Okay. We'll have you back again anytime you want to come back after a win. We like the winners because of the hard work you put in.
And it's a lot better story, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. I can't argue with you on that one, my friend.
Thank you very much.
You take care. Here's the moment I've been waiting for since I found out Meryl knew what she was talking about. Her neighbors could come in and bring Taylor Alderdice to our show. This is our first show of 2016 at Atria's PNC Park. We're glad to be here. I hope you had at least one Talking Machine Big Mouth burger. I think I'm only getting a nickel now, so you're not ordering enough. Coach Buddy, will you bring your players up? Buddy, welcome to our show. Thanks for coming out to Pittsburgh Sportsline at Atria's PNC Park. We'll be back in 2 weeks on the 25th. So if you like this show and you want to hear more sports talk, I don't know if Taylor Alderdice will make it again. But we appreciate you here tonight. I'm honored to have you here. And thanks for bringing all your guys. And what do you keep throwing this thing around here?
This.
What is it?
We brought your shirt. And Smoking Jim, I would have brought you one too. I didn't know you'd be here. I know you're a Gateway graduate, but...
No, let me qualify this. Smoking Jim knows you how long?
We've known each other about 3-4 years now. Yeah.
Okay, and I talk about bringing great teams and players and guys on here. I'm about positivity. Why would you ever think he's even on this show, even though I told you he's on the show?
Well,
why would you think that? Because he never mentioned that we have Pittsburgh Sportsline, right?
Right.
You didn't know we existed.
But I have to tell you a good story. I'm going to have to...
Give me the T-shirt first.
I'll give you the T-shirt. Here, Alderdice basketball. Fear nobody.
I'm already there, so you've added to my powers. Appreciate it.
I'm going to blow up Smoking Jim's head for a second, right?
Please don't.
I have to.
Okay. There's so much.
Because you know what? He's Nostradamus, in case you didn't know. You know when Nostradamus, what he did, and so forth.
Wrote so many books about it, I don't even want to say what they're called.
2 years ago, Smoking Jim is announcing the game against Obama. All right, we were sophomores then. We were the underdog. And he predicted at that game that we would win, which we did. Then 2 years later, which is now, said we would be one of the top teams in the state. And I listened to that broadcast, and I said, boy, wow, I didn't think he knew much. But I guess he did. And he was hollering, and so I said, wow, 2 years later, I have to take my hat off because right now, as of today, we were ranked #1 in the state. And for this week, we're #1.
That's all that counts right now.
For this week, for today. We live for today. Who knows next week? But I'll tell you what.
But I got a shirt to wear next week.
You got a shirt to wear every day. I don't want you to take it off every day.
You got to have Pittsburgh Sportsline.
So, we're happy to be here. We're honored to be here. We've done many shows. We've done the Today Show 2 years ago.
Very sophisticated on TV. I'm not intimidated, but the only problem I do have is he needed a 4X. I don't see any of you guys. Can you put 2 shirts together for him?
Hey, look at
you
this.
And you.
Look at the size of our. We're tall. We're not wide.
4X. I didn't stutter.
Listen, I will get him a 4X. Mark that down.
He's a winner.
He is a winner.
It's on film. This is forever. All these shows are archived on YouTube. So watch your language, Coach, and talking about Smoking Jim. You're giving him way too many compliments. Look at his hat doesn't fit anymore.
Hey. He's been a supporter of Alderdice. He's been a supporter of the city. So you got to give the props out to the people who support the city.
And he helped to get Tiptoe Levine in the Hall of Fame in the City League.
Listen, so, I got a Tiptoe Levine story.
That's my dad.
That is your dad.
They're all true stories because that's the only
Let's see, I graduated from Alderdice 1978 playing basketball, played at Alderdice, and one of the referees was Solly Tiptoe Levine.
Okay.
And I remember it pretty vividly. I was not feeling well. I was against Brashear. I was sick. I walked into the gym, saw your dad was refereeing. The game was in the bag. It was over. I got about every call that game.
My dad
Listen,
he wasn't a homer.
I got every call that game. I'll tell you what, I think we won by 20, and I think I felt better as soon as I left that gym. Your dad was outstanding, one of the best referees. A memory that most people who played basketball in the Hill District or around the city will never forget.
Yeah, Ozanam.
A good man.
Yeah, definitely.
And your uncle, also Uncle Schmoley, good man too. Those were good people.
Well, you know, they're 2 brothers in the Jewish Sports Hall of Fame. When do you ever hear of a referee?
Right.
Like Smoking Jim never met him, but he saw him.
Right.
He didn't know that because we weren't friends then. He's so young he doesn't remember much anyhow.
And literally, your dad ran on his tiptoes. You know, he was on his tiptoes.
You know,
he
I
had
think
to
I'm
reach
his
up that
son,
high.
And I used to go to the games from the City League out to Turkey Foot. You know where Turkey Foot's at?
I have no idea.
Somerset.
Oh.
He'd go, come on with me. So I might be 6, 7 years old, 8, 9, 10. You know, when you get to be a teenager, I didn't play basketball. Who wants a referee watching you?
Right.
Is your dad.
Yeah.
Wow, it's bad enough when they coach.
Right.
I see your son out there. You want to give a shout out to your wife and son?
Yeah, that's my wife. Ion.
Does she have a
And
name?
Josh. Yeah, that's Jane.
Okay.
And my son Josh, who's 9. And those are my best supporters, obviously. My harshest critics at times, but my son.
I can see why they criticize you. I do understand that.
Listen, last week, my son and I were going over game film together. At 9, I was teaching him about plays and stuff, and he was a great helper, which led us to last week's victory, all because of him.
Really? Well, you know what? I can't wait any longer. Please introduce these players.
Here, I'm going to pass
I'll
the
ask
mic.
a couple questions. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me. Can you hear me out there? Or? Okay. Wow, he's got long arms. I thought he could reach here. Introduce yourself. Tell us your name. You know that's my hardest question to ask.
My name's Jordan Rawls.
Hardest
No,
working big
hold
man.
on. You don't get one question to tell who you are. I said that's the hardest question for some. You guys are too savvy, so I appreciate it. I'm going to ask you more. Now, I would guess your favorite sport is basketball, but I do have to ask, what is your favorite sport?
Basketball, you're correct.
That was good. When did you start playing?
I started playing in elementary school.
Do you have an age for that? Take a guess.
How about 10?
Could you talk then?
10.
Could you
10,
read?
9, 10. Yes, I could read and write that, yes.
Okay, because why I ask is a lot of people see you, and a lot of kids watch our show, and they see guys, you're pretty tall. You look bigger than me and Smoking Jim here. And your coach, he's not even close. So they can do these things and grow into be good players in this area. Doesn't matter what neighborhood you come from,
Yes,
what color you are. just please don't ever raise a family in Monroeville and have them go to Gateway. They recruit players, and they haven't been good for a few years, and he doesn't recognize that. So thanks for putting up with that. Anything else you'd want to say, like to your parents, sisters, brothers, anybody? Do a shout out?
I guess I'll give a shout out to my mom. She's in the stand too. She's my biggest supporter.
And she's taking a photo. Stand there for her. How tall's your mom?
My mom, she wears heels a lot, so she tries to deceive people, but she's really only 5'11".
Thanks for being an honest guy. Pass that mic. You know the first question?
What's my name?
This is a simple show. I'm not trying to stump anybody. Please tell me your name.
James Jackson.
Thanks, James. Should I just assume basketball is your favorite sport?
Football.
That's what I was hoping. Somebody tell me another sport. Now, did you play football this year?
Yeah, nah. Nope.
When did you stop playing? When coach told you to?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a good coach. Because you're a great basketball player, and you don't want to get injured by the thugs that he's recruiting out there. All right, perfect. Get out of here. What was your position?
Quarterback.
Wow. And how tall are you?
6'2".
That's about close. Definitely. And what do you think about this year? Everything you guys dreamed about?
Yeah, we're winning states this year.
I like confidence. Here we go. All right. Pass that mic. I don't want you getting too pumped up. The tallest guy in the room. Please tell me your name.
My name's Tim Pugh.
Say that again for him.
Tim Pugh.
Okay. How long have you played basketball?
Probably since I was like 4, I think. I don't know.
I like him. He gave an age.
I played in like a rec league when I was really little, and they like put X's on the floor, and you weren't allowed to move on defense because no one could score.
Were you actually 5'10" then?
Something like that.
Because I had a friend I grew up with in 8th grade. He was 6'11", Jeff Werner, and he was at Keystone Oaks, 6'11". So it was odd walking around with a 8th grader, 6'11". So, especially when I was only about my dad's height at that time.
I was 4'6" in 1st grade, and there were like kids in my class who were like 3 foot something, and I was in disbelief that someone could be shorter than 4 feet tall.
Now, I got to ask what your favorite sport is. Be honest now.
Soccer.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you that good at it?
I dabble.
Hold it, you're an all-section soccer player. That is just awesome. See, when nobody gives me notes, and my best friend, brother from another mother, tells me he doesn't know this team. I mean, imagine that. He could have dropped a dime on you for that. No, that's just awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best of luck in all you do. And thanks for being on here. We'd love to have you back after you get an official championship. Do whatever you want. You guys are stars. Pull that wire over.
Listen, they are stars.
Tell me,
day.
you know the first question still?
Yeah.
It's the same.
My name is Tim Jackson.
Thanks for answering that correctly. Yeah. And I'm going to assume basketball is your favorite sport. You just look like it is. What are you shaking your head? I thought I had one right.
Nah, my favorite sport is football.
What position?
Wide receiver and safety.
I could see that. You seem like you're pretty fast.
Yeah.
Playing in the Big 33 game this year.
Are you really? Smoking Jim, you're the football scout. You know he's an NFL scout. He gets kids in college. He didn't tell me any of this stuff. I'm glad I'm prepped.
My favorite team is Toledo.
That's where Bruce Gratkowski played.
That's where Tim's going to.
Are you? Yeah, one of my best friends, his son, young Bruce Gratkowski, played there. Yeah. You saw he beat Pitt that one day. Did you check the records when he crushed them? So, no, that's great. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
You're going to be just playing football then in college?
Yes.
Well, good luck. That
Thanks,
sounds great.
Thanks.
We only got one more of the starting 5. I don't know if he knows what the question is. What's that first question?
My name is Ramon Creighton.
You know what? You got a great bunch. You know what? I can tell. Get your diploma. Don't listen to homeschool smoking Jim Frazier. He's a gateway product, and also Cal U. He has like 8 degrees, and that's just separation. He didn't get any of these titles. It's unbelievable what he's done. Look, and I'm talking bad about him, but people keep complaining. Why do you pick on him? Because he's so nice. What's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
How long have you played?
I've been playing since about 5 or 6 years old.
I like now they learned that I like an age.
Listen, he's the point guard on our team, and
Okay.
he's the defensive tackle on the football team.
There's no way.
Yes, he was.
Cat quick.
Yeah, all city defensive tackle. And he's the point guard.
I can't even imagine that combination. Rarely do I get stumped.
Yes.
You did it. Tell them your name again because you stumped Al Levine, the talking machine. Out loud this time. Don't do that mumbleese.
My name is Ramon Creighton.
I'm
Thank
telling
you.
Point guard, defensive end. How about
Well, buddy, you told me I'd be impressed. Rarely am I stumped on a conversation, but he did it. It's the first time this year.
that? All seniors. Been together for
Well, I
4
assumed
years.
that when you
Yeah.
told me you got all the seniors coming on the show.
Yeah.
It's something.
Can I
What
get
else?
My shout out to my assistant coaches, Andy Packwood.
No,
He's not here.
no.
Jeff Cohen, come on.
Jeff,
Come on, Mr.
bring
Cohen.
him up.
Come on, Jeff. Come on, Mr.
If you don't bring them up, I'm all for that.
He'll bring you some food. He'll bring you some burgers.
Now you're talking.
Can I, Smallman Street Deli, I'm allowed to say that, Atria's? I can say it.
Oh.
Pat McDonald's a good guy. Pat's a good guy, I can do that.
Well, I'm glad everybody knows everybody. Kumbaya.
Yeah, Jeff Cohen, we
Welcome
have a
on.
great team, though. These guys are good guys, and
How would I know that?
well, because you know why? Because they are winners.
Yeah, but I think hard work helped create that.
Or it is.
Do you think hard work helps?
Absolutely.
'Cause
Plus,
I think you have to have that hard work ethic.
well, plus they're good athletes, and you have to have it in your heart either you don't want to lose, and these kids when they're on the court, I mean, they don't want to lose. And
Well, I got to
that's-
give you a little secret that a
Go
lot of
ahead.
people don't know about. But when you come on Pittsburgh Sportsline, we have a good karma thing that goes on. We've had people that had lost fights, lost games, and they go undefeated. Now, I know you guys are going to have Pittsburgh Sportsline good karma and go to another level. There's no doubt. So thanks for being on here.
Thank you.
Have no fear.
All right.
Hold it. Dice is here. I got it. Right? No fear. Oh, fear nobody. That's even, I live that. You think I'm afraid of him, a power lifter, 400
Listen, and if
pounds?
we travel and I need a bodyguard, I want to make sure Lattimore's with us too. Okay, so we're going, right?
I got a whole team. Stick around. We take photos at the end, but we got some boxers, men and women, that would defend this team till they die.
I'm
So
telling you,
how
we're-
can you go wrong with
We're
that?
going to need them.
No. Hey, it's a pleasure. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys. Our next guest, when she was ready to leave Pittsburgh, we were honored that the last day she was in Pittsburgh, she was on our Pittsburgh Sportsline show. Now she's back in the Burgh. Come on up, Mariah. Tell them who you are.
Hello, my name is Mariah Torres. You want me to tell them everything?
No. One question at a time.
Okay.
Do you like sports?
I love sports.
What's your favorite sport?
Football.
You have a favorite team?
The Steelers.
Are you
Duh.
serious?
See, you hear how I said it? Steelers.
I know. I
Yeah.
caught it. Smoking Jim doesn't know. Tell him again.
The Steelers, Smoking Jim.
That's a Pittsburghese accent, Smoking Jim. He went to Gateway. Don't worry about it. He'll
Oh,
be
poor
okay.
you.
No, he loves it.
Poor
He doesn't
you.
feel bad.
I went to McKeesport.
My mother's family's from McKeesport. My uncle taught there.
Who's that?
Mr. LeWinter.
I know Mr. LeWinter.
This is like a family reunion here. Buddy, you knew my dad. You know my uncle on my mother's side. I'm glad you all come out for our first show of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Atria's PNC Park.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
Well,
I missed you guys.
we missed you. We had you on. You went to California. Now you're back, and I saw you've had a baby. I saw you on PCTV, which is trying to get Smoking Jim to compete with us. You were on a show, and it was a live show. I watched it, and I heard everything you said. You and another guest, Sindel, and Claudio Rosano's on our show. He's been on it many times. You guys were all there, and even Luther Dupree.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
It was good.
Uh-huh.
I watch all his shows so I can see if he repeats anything. And guess what?
He did.
He does. But other than that, tell us, you're a sports fan, you're from Pittsburgh, but you're also a model. And you're also starting a TV show? That's why I have you on here.
I am. We actually...
He didn't even tell me that.
No. He's been hiding all the goods from you.
I know. Why is that? And just so you know, this is his TV show.
Are you two really friends?
Yeah, I'm a friend, but I'm starting to question what he's about. No, go ahead. I'm trying to help you out here.
We actually filmed this Wednesday, our first episode. Well, this will be our second episode. We did film before I left.
People don't know anything, so just tell them your first episode was great.
First episode was great. Second episode, we're going to be filming this Wednesday. It's called Juice with Mariah Torres. I am going to be bringing out everybody. I decided to do something positive for Pittsburgh.
You just joined my team. I'm all about positivity. Yeah. Just follow me on Facebook.
I do.
A good saying every day.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, yes. I love your sayings, actually.
Thank you. And I don't make them up.
Gets me up every day.
I steal them. Go ahead.
So I just want to do something positive for Pittsburgh, for our younger generation. I want to bring out a lot of talent, from artists to sports, anybody in sports.
You're competing too. Why is everybody competing with me?
No, I don't want to steal your shine or anything.
I'm just going to do my own thing.
I'm going to bring some chefs on there. We're going to do some cooking shows. We're going to be doing
Hold it.
giveaways.
How do they get a hold of you? Because you got great stuff going on.
Oh, I'm on Facebook as Mariah Torres.
Can you spell it? Because he says your name wrong. At least
Mariah, spelled just like Mariah Carey, M-A-R-I-A-H, and then my last name is Torres, T as in Tom, O-R-R-E-S.
That'll help.
You can just find me on Facebook.
We will find you.
We're going to do all kinds of good stuff.
Good. And is this a monthly show?
Monthly show, yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to watch. When your show comes out, I'll check it out.
And
even if you have sports people on, I don't mind. Okay?
Well, if we do some sports stuff, I just want to do some workouts because I still got a good 5 more pounds I got to lose to get back to my regular weight.
That's fantastic.
So I want to do...
Would you let him work out on your show?
Of course.
Guess what? It's not happening. On that happy note, Mariah Torres, check out her new show. Tell them the name one more time.
Juice with Mariah Torres on Channel 21.
Has a nice sound to it.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. All right, for any of you that haven't seen Southpaw, I don't know, even I saw it, Smoking Jim.
Great film.
It's a great film. Jose come out of Sharpsburg, Ray Schaefer boxing gym, and he ended up, I never saw a guy come into a film and just start talking like he owned the film, like he was telling Billy Hope.
Team Hope.
He's on Team Hope. And luckily, my biggest fan is my sister out of New Jersey. Her name is Hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about that?
Send one of those.
Yeah. I got a bunch. I got
Do you?
hats, I got them all. Man. Film. I have it
You
all.
know what? Contact me. We got to do business.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot
In more ways than one.
Yeah.
But Hope would be the best way.
Nice. Let's do it.
Okay, we'll do that. Zach, I need to know how much time we have because he can out-talk me. Wow. Okay.
14.
We got about 7 for you.
Let's go.
All right. How did you do it? I mean, the film. I know how you did this.
Yeah.
You created boxing out of nothing.
Yeah, honestly, like, look, when I was younger, my mother used to have me in acting in local commercials and things like that. As I got a little older, you know, my family, my uncles fought for world titles in Madison Square Garden against, like, Buddy McGirt.
Sure.
I was like, yeah, I come from a family of fighters.
Tell them your nickname.
The Puerto Rican Prince.
Just like Al Levine, the talking machine. You can't make that up.
Nah.
Oh no, I mean you can, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess
it's
right?
good.
Somebody can.
Yeah, you have to.
So what happened is, you know, I mean, I had a good boxing career and everything like that. When I was younger, I told my mother, I want to go to the gym, not the studios. She allowed me to go. And then, you know, Smoking Jim, you were around my whole career, all through my amateur career, 40 wins, 4 losses in the amateur. You know, I finished my career, 51 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw, you know what I mean?
You know what? Quit jabbing me.
How
do you guys put up with this?
I do it all the time.
And I've been working out a little bit too. Whoops.
So anyway, you know, I'm
and that's how it got started.
Well, I retired from the boxing career, and I went back in front of the camera. I'm in Antoine Fuqua. I had a few auditions and everything like that, and they got me cast in as a major role in Southpaw. And
you're a SAG member now.
Yeah, I got some other
Screen Actors Guild, Smoking Jim. He thinks I'm making up like swag. SAG.
You should make it swag.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Mr. Swag and SAG.
Yeah, Yeah, so
that's what's going on.
So now the movie's out, and they're pushing it for an Oscar.
It should. It should get something. Definitely.
It's the best movie of the
It's an
year.
emotional type of movie,
It
too.
is. Did you cry? Tell
No.
the truth. Come on.
Nah, I didn't. Because I knew it was a movie.
Okay, all right.
See, a lot of people, they live through like TV shows like me and my show. You know, I'd cry on my show. But seeing a movie, I know it's all made up. Like, this is real.
Well, you want to hear one more thing real fast about that movie?
Yeah,
It's
'cause you know we're almost out of
unbelievable.
time.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much hate mail that I get.
Why?
I get a lot.
Because you turned on them.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh, great movie, traitor." But
I thought that was the best part of your performance.
Yeah, it was,
You know that.
Hey, I mean, yeah,
You were over the top on that.
It was a good movie. It was fun. It was great. I had a great cast. You know, Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent,
Yeah.
Rachel McAdams, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Hey, is it true you
Forrest
were
Whitaker.
in more shots and talked more than Rachel?
Yes.
It's true?
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
You've
Smoking
seen-
Jim,
you've
this is
seen
a
the movie.
Pittsburgh Sportsline first with Al Levine, the talking machine, and Jose, formerly the Puerto Rican prince. That's awesome. Now, can we introduce some of these
Yes.
guys and girls?
Yes.
Because some I know and a couple I don't.
All right. Well, you're looking. Yeah. You're looking at the majority of Golden Gloves champions.
Hold it,
so
wait.
far.
There's somebody I don't recognize. He's taller than you. Introduce him first.
Yeah. All right.
He's your son.
Yeah,
If you don't know, that's your
I know,
son.
because I look up at him every day. It's
Well, bring him up first.
come here.
Get up here, young Jose the third.
He's
And
the
please
third.
stand up.
Do I have to? You're
Yeah,
gonna do this to me
yeah.
on TV?
Yeah.
All right, look. It happened. It happened. He outgrew me somehow.
This is what you want. You're not in competition with him.
No.
Grow strong.
When we spar, it's unbelievable. We get it on.
We're going to have to film that.
We get it
Can
on.
we film that? Tell me how old he is now. 14?
14, just turned 14 a couple months ago.
See, I kept track on your age. Now, you're not homeschooled yet, are you? Thank you.
No.
Smoking Jim was going to start his little rampage. Just box all day long. His dad would do it, though.
No, the kid's he's a very intelligent, great student. You know, one of Fox Chapel's only 100% students. Comes right off the school bus, comes in for his workout, goes home, eats, hangs out with his family, comes back at night and does another workout.
Yeah, but he gets to punch his dad.
Yeah, I know.
How many teenagers
He
get
hits
to do that?
He gets. Listen.
You're my hero. Let me shake your hand.
Sometimes I really.
That's
get mad
awesome.
At him. I'm starting to get mad at him.
I've
when he really
never
gets me
seen you get angered anywhere.
out. Oh yeah. Come over and watch the spar.
I'm sarcastic. You have to see him in a corner.
Oh.
This guy, even when he calms himself down,
Yeah,
is one of the most fiery guys. He wants his team to win at all costs, Smoking Jim. He reminds me of you before you talked about perfect.
Yeah, I mean, but look, I did this 20 years of my life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, active in the game, and now I know what we put into it.
You better sit down.
Yeah,
'cause this is
I'm not
annoying.
gonna
Yeah, see
change.
how tall he is.
I'm not gonna change like the subject of what we're talking about here, but
I understand.
I like
Neither
when,
was I.
You know what I mean? When these guys are fighting, they're trained to win. They're trained to fight hard, and sometimes we don't get a decision that a couple thousand
know.
people think that we should have.
We understand that. We filmed those fights. Watch them.
Yeah.
They're all archived.
That's what I'm
now
talking-
pass the mic. You're
That's
talking
it.
more than me,
All
and I
right,
said
all
we got a
right,
limit.
see?
Right behind
Okay,
you.
all right.
Go behind
Let's
him.
go.
We'll work it around. You guys take the mic from him.
Come on, Jane. Let's take it.
Let's tell us your name.
I'm Jane Quinlan.
We know you're on the boxing team.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of your fights.
Yeah.
I think I saw your last fight, and it was a win.
No.
No? Oh, I was trying to be positive.
The last fight, no, she didn't.
Okay, so I didn't see that, maybe?
I don't remember that
It was on
one.
the north side at the.
Yeah, I was there. I
Friday.
did see that. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember a fight you did win.
Yeah, but she has a lot of things going on too. You know what I mean? She's a full-time student, has 2 jobs. It's hard to find training time with her. She's working hard.
And she's still boxing.
She's still going.
All right, pass the mic. Good luck, Jane. And keep doing what you're doing. You want to tell me your name, Derek?
Yeah, I'm Matt Kearns.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
What am I
We look
doing?
alike.
Where's Derek? I know. I'm always talking about Derek. Go ahead. He's
Matt
older than you
Kearns.
guys.
Yeah.
And what weight are you fighting at?
165.
It's a nice fight. When's your next fight?
When's
When the coach tells you.
Yeah, we're looking
Yeah.
for it. You know what I mean? There's fights on February 20th. The majority of the team will be fighting.
Okay.
But I think
It's not set yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I just like asking questions. I can stump somebody.
good.
You come
I
on.
like the answer.
I know. You even make up stuff. Pass it to that new one. I like it. Tell us your name.
I'm Alexis Gorham.
And when did you get started boxing?
About a little over a year ago.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Did you fight yet?
Yeah, I had a fight on November 21st.
Robert.
You know what? We're going to pass the mic. Good luck to you, because that's why I put out there about you. Can you go up, step up a little so we can see you, because you're hiding back in the corner? Come on, big Jose. Get out of the way.
I'm Colleen Davis.
Thanks for answering the question.
You know.
Are you still boxing?
Yes, I am.
When's your last fight?
November 21st.
I'm noticing a trend. I'm not going to ask if you won or lost.
I won. I won. The times are changing. I'm not losing it.
Good karma's finally coming through. It took a while.
Yes.
No, great.
Oh, yes.
And how long have you actually been boxing?
Probably about, well,
Almost
for
2 years?
fitness, a long time, but for training hard with like Jose,
Yeah.
Probably about a year and a half.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
That's what I wanted to know. Keep going. Behind you, you can step up. No, in front. You got the mic. Come on.
I'm Robert Jackson.
I know. What weight are you?
141.
Okay. Did you fight on the 21st?
No.
Okay, good.
Last I fought is in the Golden Gloves.
Okay.
Last 2015 in March.
We filmed that.
Yeah,
We
it was
filmed that.
disappointing.
We're not going to talk
No.
about that. It's positive in
People went
2016.
crazy afterwards.
Yes, they did.
So I know it was a
including one guy
controversial
sitting next to me. Pass the mic, Robert. Good luck to you. You can hold that mic. Your name?
Aaliyah Zelapis.
Smoking Jim, tell me about her hair.
Love her hair.
Thank
It's
you.
not red anymore.
How's boxing? That's why I did that. You know.
It's going good.
Good.
Yeah.
When are you going to fight?
Hopefully for the Golden Gloves. Yeah.
That's a good plan. We like that.
Right.
Well, good luck to you. We'll stay positive.
And she's a great boxing commentator as well.
Thank you.
And you'll be seen on First and 10 with Smoking Jim on PC 21. Every guest that I have, he steals them. And now we got to get to that conspiracy. How can you compete against me now? I want it though. More competition. Pass that mic.
How's it going?
Good.
My name is Mike Rukowski.
Machine Gun Mike.
Machine
I
Gun
heard
Mike,
about
it is.
you. How long have you been fighting?
I've been in boxing for about 5 years on and off.
Okay. When's your next fight?
My goal was to fight for the Golden Glove tournament. It's coming up. So
Sounds like a good plan. This team's
Yeah, it's
gearing
my
up
plan, yeah.
for Golden Gloves.
It's the
Good
goal.
luck.
That's the plan.
What's your
Thank you.
favorite shoe?
Copenhagen.
All right.
Thanks, Smoking Jim. I didn't even know you know that. You don't get normal questions like this. This guy's one of my heroes, Eric
Very talented.
Sidnor.
Very talented.
How's it going, man?
What's that?
So how's it going?
Hey, Big E.
We're doing
I was about to
fine.
say, yeah, I
When are you
always
going to
gotta
put me in
comment
a
on that.
comic? How could you not put me in one of your comics?
Are you gonna be in one, this week?
Yeah, right. You've been
I'll
lying to
fit
me
you
for a
in.
year since I pulled that out of you. He's an artist. He went to the Art Institute. Yes, he's from New York. Don't hold that against him. Haters will hate. I don't hate. So
yeah, of
you're
course.
welcome to do it. He's boxed some of the greatest boxing matches that I've seen as an amateur. He has one of the best smiles that I've ever seen. I mean, anywhere. So, and you still have your teeth, so that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I almost lost them thanks to this.
It was a rough day in the gym. Good sparring session.
Was he hitting you with those bricks in the gloves that he has?
Okay, a minute ago, yeah. So I
Okay. Because he does other things to make you better.
All he did was, get me upset.
That's what he tries to do because he doesn't want you to be like him. Why aren't you learning those lessons, all of you? You'll hear this voice. Don't get upset like he does.
Oh no! As soon as my teeth were all loose and everything, we're at the hospital. He said, the bottom row had to go. I was like, no. I was like, what? I was like, this isn't something you say after.
This is the kind of coaching
I'm in the hospital right now.
Forget about Jose. This is enough. Look at he's growing taller next to young Jose. Relax there. So you got your teeth.
And then asked me what I learned.
What did you learn?
The bottom row had to go. In his opinion, but in all seriousness,
he's not a dentist or a surgeon.
Yeah, he was tactical with it.
Okay.
Surgical with it.
Well, he's trained in that field. He's seen it happen.
But no, I definitely learned to make sure I keep my hands up because a lot of times, because of my speed, I tend to drop my hands and let people think that they got, I underestimated Jose just a tiny bit.
Well, now I can't wait to see him when he doesn't drop hands because he's always been in great shape. And you even got him in top-notch shape on top of it when he shocked the world. So we appreciate.
Over Keontae Irving.
We're not even talking about it. It was awesome. Yeah, you could talk about it.
I was just saying, Keontae's a great fighter.
Yeah.
Got a great future ahead of him. Very talented.
And Eric beat him.
Eric came out on top in that fight with a good boxing match. I mean, it was a technical boxing
Well,
match.
you always like the wins better than the ones that they don't win.
Yeah, everybody does.
I'm telling the truth, right? Definitely. No, it was great. You going to fight in Golden Gloves?
Yes, I am.
As soon as you get the bottom teeth back?
Oh, no, man, they're good. Yeah,
All right, get out of here. You guys are great. Thank you very much. Do you want to say anything else? A closing word? What's that?
All right, yeah, I'm fighting up at the, I'm like not so little Jose now, I guess, but I'll be fighting up at the upcoming Golden Gloves too.
I'm glad you told us that. I thought you'd just tell us right away, but I thought he was keeping you hidden at home so he could use you as a punching bag.
Nah.
That's it. So,
Golden Gloves for the whole team.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, got a couple,
And you're welcome back after they all win.
Yeah, that's all right.
Even if they don't.
It'll be right. It'll be right.
You're welcome anytime. You got it.
I'm David Lipton, and I compete nationally and internationally in karate. Recently, or in 2012, I made the U.S. junior team and competed in Medellin, Colombia. This April, I believe, I'm going to Las Vegas to compete in the U.S. Open for karate.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this? I just got to get a couple questions.
Since I was 4.
4 years old. 4. See, basketball team, he took a page out of your book. Start at 4, just like the Dice Sports it said. No, that's great.
Thank you.
I wish we had more time. What I would do is have you back if your dad can bring you another time. It'd be great. The reason he's here is because of Smokin' Jim Frazier and Claudio Rosano, his true brother from another mother. They do many shows and things together. Claudio, just come up 1 minute. Let's get a cameo. I want to get a photo with you in here, too. Look at how he's dressed. Zach, add a minute to this, all right? Thanks. You know what? What's he drinking back? Did you have a talking machine, Big Mouth Burger? Claudio, you're the man. You got to at least give a... Here, let's get a photo first. Get another one. You good? Take another one if it's not right. David, smile. Good.
They always put the Italian people on last.
And that's the end of our
That's
show.
the end of the show.
Oh, no, sorry. That is the end. This guy is not a comedian. He's the head coach of CMU baseball. Tell them what you did. I mean, the short version.
Okay, well, 3 things that have happened since we've been together last. Number 1, our team won our first conference championship at CMU history this past year.
Yeah, another winner. 2 winners right here.
The other thing is, because of them, there's an old Italian saying, if you ever see a monkey on top of a fence, a turtle on top of a fence post, you know he didn't get there alone. So I was named Italian Coach of the Year by the Italian Sports
So you're
Hall
a turtle.
A turtle. And finally, the big news, there's a company out of London that I work with. We're producing TV shows. There's a few cable networks that are going to pick up our TV sports reality show.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to be in it, and Smokin' Jim Frazier is going to be in it. And we'll give you more details as it comes along. But I've been very blessed, very grateful. My prayers pretty much consist of thank you anymore, so very grateful to things. And
Thank you for the update. That's even more surprising. And that's it, folks. That's the end of our show. Thanks for watching us. This show will be up on Verizon 32 everywhere Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8. I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. We got Smokin' Jim Frazier, the busiest man in media in Pittsburgh. And stay Joey strong.